Hey guys, Nathan Edwards here with Maximum PC. I am here with David Gerrold, sci-fi legend, inventor of Tribbles, Ktorans, Sleestacks, and more, to talk about the Star Trek PC that Maximum PC, MNPC Tech, David Gerrold, and Mike Okuda designed together. Hi, David.
Hi.
We talked about building a Star Trek PC a few months ago, and we had very specific ideas about the inside and the outside. So what was your vision for the outside of the PC, first of all?
Well, at first, I was a complete blank, honest. And then I thought, you know who is really good? Mike Okuda, the art director from Star Trek, and the guy who took the point on that wonderful DS9 episode where they recreated the original series, Trials and Tribulations. So I thought, get Mike Okuda, because he knows the Star Trek art design better than anybody. So then Mike's an old buddy, so we sat and talked for a while. We went out to lunch and we talked about different ideas. And what we came up with was, let's have something that looks like it belongs on the Enterprise, on the bridge, or in Scotty's engineering room or something. And then Mike came up with, he says, you know, Matt Jeffries, the original art director, had designed things like the tricorder look and the Jeffries tube. And so let's try and evoke the Matt Jeffries style. And so Mike was looking at tricorders and came up with the tricorder look for this case. And when he started showing me sketches, I just fell in love with what he was doing.
Well, that's just the outside. We went to MNPC Tech, the guys behind a ton of really great custom PCs. And they took a Leon Lee case and about 65 pounds of milled aluminum. They took Mike Okuda's design and they built this. It is absolutely gorgeous. Custom milled aluminum panels. Everything you see here was designed by Mike and David and built by MNPC Tech. It turned out phenomenally. And this isn't just an empty case. No, it's got a lot of parts inside. And one thing we really wanted to do was make sure that this was a PC we could be really proud of. So once again, we turned to David to tell us what would be in his dream PC.
Well, I just said put lots of good stuff in it and let the rest to Gordon. But seriously, I read the magazine all the time, obviously. And I thought, well, let's use an SSD for the hard drive with the operating system. And because I need, for my own uses, a lot of data storage, I want 3 terabyte hard drives, a pair of them, but also a couple hot swappable bays so I can back stuff up onto other drives. So it has a Sandy Bridge motherboard and chip. We've got to max out the RAM, as much RAM as possible. And I said, and that's pretty much what I would want in the David Gerrold Dream Machine. You know, my son, likes to put a big motor in a little car and see how fast he can make it go. I'm that way with computers. Put a big motor in the box and see how fast it can go.
So we wound up making 2 of these, one for David to take home and one that we are giving away right here at Comic-Con. This baby has a Intel Core i7 2600K processor, an Asus Z68 motherboard, 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM, 120 gigabyte SSD from OCZ Technologies, a 2 terabyte Hitachi hard drive, and an EVGA GTX 580 graphics card. It has a Tribble compartment. Absolutely necessary.
He said it should have a storage compartment for Tribbles, and before we were done, we ended up with this storage compartment with Tribbles falling out of it. Of course, you can take the Tribbles out and close the storage compartment.
But why would you want to? Anyway, you can come enter to win the PC at Maximum PC's booth number 4445 at Comic-Con, and stay tuned for the November issue of Maximum PC for a full detailed story on the build. Big thanks to Bill Owen at MNPC Tech for building it, Mike Okuda and David Gerrold for designing it, and Newegg for supplying the hardware inside. On behalf of Maximum PC, I'm Nathan Edwards. This is David Gerrold.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.